Hi. Well, this is something I've never done before. I'm going to give a few moments verbiage about what I did today. As you all know, me and our family, we live a very, very blessed life. We really do. And I have a wonderful friend of mine, really is a great friend, who asked me a week or so ago, he goes, "You need to see some real world, buddy." So I was like, all right, whatever, yeah, that would be fine. Well, my friend Tom, he works for a local church as a volunteer. The most wonderful guy you could ever wish to meet. And he says, come out with me every Monday morning from 10 till 2. We go out, we go feed the homeless. I was like, a week ago, yeah, sure, that'll be great, yeah, not a problem, whee, be great. Well, obviously today was that day. And if you watch the weather forecast, the weather wasn't great in Florida this morning. It was pretty stormy, and I had no idea what to expect. And I still don't know how I feel about what actually happened today and what I saw and what I witnessed and what we went through and what I learned. But just to give you an idea, Tom picked me up from my office this morning, my very nice office with my little wine fridge and all my little luxuries. He picked me up. He goes, all right, Stanford, let's go. And we went up to Port Richey, to the church, little church, Methodist church, Baptist church, that operates the volunteer work for this particular morning. And I learned, obviously, there's these churches all around this area which support and look after the less fortunate. But this particular one, there's this sweet lady there who'd busted her ass, and I'll say it like that, busted her ass to find foods, to find funding, to be able to prepare warm meals, sandwiches, drinks, cookies, and you name it, in this little tiny room on the back of this church, to provide for the people were looking to help. So I walk in there, I met this wonderful lady who'd prepared all these hot meals. These two other gentlemen who are there as volunteers who do this every single week, day in, day out. We went to the back of the church, to the kitchens, pulled out these boxes full of little brown baggies with little sandwiches in, little cakes and what else, with a little message which stated, we do hot meals every blah 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 at 11 o'clock. So then we all bundled into our different cars. I rode with Tom, and first of all we started riding up and down US 19. And to anyone else, US 19 is a main highway full of sharp strip malls, whatever. 50 feet beyond US 19 in these woods are some of the most horrific sights that I've ever witnessed in my entire... I'm just still trying to comprehend what we saw today. Well, the first thing is we start off going up 19, and Tom will pick out someone, they're homeless. So we just pull over, and Tom, in his wisdom, starts, hey guys, we're from the church, can I offer you a sandwich? And we'll get into a conversation. They'll take the sandwich, they'll be unbelievably grateful, and we move on to the next. This is just on the side of US 19, a main highway through Pinellas and Pasco. We then moved on. He goes, I'm going to take you somewhere now. We're going to what's called the tent cities. These are literally cities of deep into the woods, 100 meters off any main highway, where people have set up their lives with boxes, tents from sporting goods stores, blankets, you name it, tarps, stuff that's ripped off the side of buildings, where they are living in groups of like unimaginable amount of people. And you walk into these places and they're nothing like you can ever imagine. It's like walking into, I don't know, it's you've got kids in there, you've got drug addicts, you've got alcoholics, you've got people who have just hit rock bottom and have nothing else to do. And I keep thinking to myself, how low must you be that this is the best option for you, is to live in a place like this? And obviously it had stormed all night, it was storming all morning. The first group of people we came up on, Tom offered them obviously food, they took the food, and this poor one girl was shivering, and this is Florida, and she's shivering, and she goes, do you have anything warm I could wear? For some reason I had a load of donatable clothes which were in the back of one of my cars, which we actually sold this morning, and Tom goes, "You've got them clothes in the back." We went into the back. We gave him a sweater and a pair of jeans. And I don't know. Gave him a sweater, a pair of jeans, and some food. Anyway, we went into the back, into the cities, and saw some of the horrificness that I've never witnessed before. And the gratitude that these... I was kind of scared at first. I mean, I can handle myself, but I was kind of scared because you're going into these places, you don't know what to expect, you don't know if they're going to be violent, nasty, or whatever. The gratitude that these people had, all they wanted to do was hug you. Now, yeah, they were strung out. Yes, some of them were on drugs and whatnot else, but the gratitude that they had was amazing. And they actually let me video, and I'm going to put a video attached to this. It looks like a 20-second video of Tom speaking with one of these guys. Now, we did a couple of these tent cities, helped numerous people up and down US 19, went back to the shelter, the church, and met with some other kids that were homeless that had come for their hot meal, and they were taking a lesson from one of the volunteers. Now, obviously, the backing behind this is the church. It's exceptionally religious, and the object is obviously to spread the word that in their lives where there seems to be no hope, that there is hope. And I've always had the mindset, and very wrongly, I suppose, that if you're in that situation, that you're homeless, why don't you get off your butt and go do something about it? And sometimes that might be correct. A lot of these folks, there is no hope. And what these guys do, and Tom in particular, goes around and he does not judge. He will not judge anybody. He is there doing God's word for the right reasons. And I'm like, well, what if they ask you for money? He goes, what if they go spend it on alcohol? What if they go and waste it on this? He goes, I'm here to give them some food. I'm not here to judge them. And again, I've got really nothing I can take from this at the moment because I'm still trying to get my head around what actually happened today and what I saw. But the love that these people have, that they go out and use their own time in the storms that went through today, day in, day out, putting themselves in threatening situations, walking into these tent cities where anything could happen, just has astounded me. And what I want to say right now is just thank you, Tom Montgomery. I mean, what a man. You gave me the opportunity to go out and actually brought me down to earth with a big, huge bump. And as I say, I'm not even close to comprehending what I actually saw today and manifesting it in my mind to how it should make me feel. But I'll be there next Monday with bells on, buddy. Thank you so much for the opportunity, Tom. I absolutely appreciate it. Thank you.